Hello and welcome to All I Do Is Fail. I am your host Tom Elwes and I'm in the studio not with Ali Woods this week, but some would say not just an adequate replacement, but actually much better than Ali Woods. We are here with Kate Barron, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having me. Very excited to be here. I don't know if I'm better than Ali.
Well, it's a low bar, so you know.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Also, we've got Phoebe in the house. Hello, Phoebe.
Hello, everybody.
How are you, Phoebe?
Yes. Oh my God. So, do you want to know what I have literally just done? Hot off the press.
Okay, hot off the press, hot take for the fans. Here we go.
I have accidentally. So, my ex has the same name as you, actually. It is Tom.
Good.
Very
Tom Elwes, weird. Okay.
Yeah, very
wow.
weird, very weird, very niche. And I have accidentally just texted him asking him if he would like to MC Vauxhall tonight. And then
Does he want to?
Does he fancy it?
I deleted the message. I wrote, wrong Tom. Nothing. Still nothing. And this is in the same week. This is in the same week, Tom, that I got stood up.
You got stood up as well this week?
Mm-hmm.
Were you stood up on was it like a Hinge Bumble date or was it someone you knew?
Met them in person.
Oh, that's worse.
Was supposed to go on a date. He had work.
Right.
So he cancelled.
Okay.
So we've ended up talking for like a month, which I know is a rookie error.
Yeah.
But then we were supposed to meet up. He had the audacity to say that he was like looking forward to it earlier in the day.
Oh.
And then
Wait, give me. Oh wait, you need. So was this a typical Phoebe boy? So Phoebe tends to sort of
Give
date
me the Phoebe boy.
kind of like they're sort of like malnourished, normally doing poetry, or they're trying to achieve a career in juggling, or something just terrible,
Right,
and they always end up living with her and ideally off her.
Oh no.
right. So Tom.
Don't support that.
Imagine
Right.
Timothy Chalamet, but more sick. Like
No,
that's
More
but-
sick.
yeah.
But listen, right, guys, listen. And I know this is really bad, but I actually did quite like this guy. But one of the main reasons as well that I was so excited,
Yeah.
is because I was waiting so that I could tell you guys, you would tease me about how he looks like this, and then I was going to show you a picture of him.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, and he's like the opposite of your type.
Let me just show you.
Oh, Mr.
Okay.
Muscle.
Oh no.
Does he have a job?
Is he? He's got a job and he's got muscles. No. Okay, that's not what I thought we would be going for at all.
Oh, what? That is
What?
not at all.
Oh, is it?
He's cute.
Yeah.
Look at.
Oh my God, just ripping the weights. Oh my God, this guy's huge.
Okay, but then, so what did he say? Did he message you after he stood you up, or
Wait, let me get back to the. Let me get.
let
let me get back to the mic.
Did he
So
message you
first
after
of
he
all-
stood you
first
up?
of
How
all,
did
as
that
well,
happen?
he does have a job.
Okay.
I think he might have his own car. He definitely has his own place.
Wow, own car is a big step up.
But I think that's because of his job. I think
He
that's
lives
because
in
of
it.
his
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's-
whatever.
No, those were my exes, Kate. No, those were my exes.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
and he was like, great energy, blah, blah, blah. It could have been great.
Okay, cool.
But anyway, so what I had not realised is that we'd said we were going to go to like 2 bars.
Right.
And I hadn't, and we were just like, what? He was like, suggested a couple of them. And I was like, let's go to both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I realised on the day, I was like, oh, we didn't say which one first. So I messaged him and I was like, oh, we didn't say like, which one are we going to meet at?
Yeah.
No reply.
Oh.
And
No.
and then I was considering I was like, maybe because he was coming from like quite far on the other side of London. So I was like, maybe I'll just go because he's probably on the tube. So I was like, maybe I'll just go.
No, if you've got no confirmed date of where you're...
Because
So you're just standing there with like holding
Wait,
a rose,
no.
crying by the door.
Wait, so there was only like less than a 10-minute walk between them, and I nearly did, and I was there like makeup done, hair done, nice outfit. My housemates had helped me get like they were so excited because I don't date. And
Yeah,
that's the
no,
big-
yeah,
and
yeah.
I haven't been excited about anyone, and I've been
this
keeping it
makes
a
me
secret
sad.
from you because I was so excited. And
to say you'd met the perfect man. So wait,
Yeah.
so you didn't leave the door?
so I didn't leave the door,
Okay.
thank fuck. And my housemates, oh my goodness, I love all of them. We opened a bottle of nice red wine that someone
Yeah.
left for me.
Good.
We
that
watched
the mice
cheese-
hadn't got. You
No,
know.
that the mice hadn't got. Oh yeah,
pretty
by the
good.
way, Kate,
She
there's
lives in a mice-infested hell pit. Yeah.
That's traumatic. I've lived in a place that had mice before, and I had to move out and sleep on a friend's couch because it was like I cannot deal with
Can
it.
I also say though, I did have a little Halloween thing at the
Yep.
weekend, and people came and they were like, "Oh my God, Phoebe, you actually live in a really nice place." But
Really?
it is quite nice.
But you did invite a lot of comedians, so
To
that
the
makes sense.
Right,
To the
yeah.
untrained eye, it is a lovely place.
I don't believe
But
I
yeah,
got
so-
my invitation to that. That's awkward.
I'm sorry I couldn't come, Phoebe. I tried. Yeah.
So
Did I not
awkward.
invite you?
That's so uncomfortable.
Were you not away?
No, I was here.
Oh I'm so sorry.
I think she actually said last week that she specifically didn't want
That
you to
she
come.
hates
She
me?
kept talking about it.
I know she
It
hates
was-
me. Look
yeah.
at your face right now. You look so. I take everything I said back. I don't love you. I don't love your headband.
Oh my god.
This is like
I'm so sorry,
have you ever
Kate.
seen that clip when Ellen DeGeneres got cancelled and the girl from 50 Shades of Grey went on Ellen and it was like a whole party invite. This feels
yeah.
a similar energy. This is what I'm enjoying. This
Oh
is good.
yeah,
This is good.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
Oh what? So am I making this up? Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. Because basically Ellen was like, Dakota Johnson had some party, and Ellen was like, "Oh, you should have invited me." She goes, "I did invite you, and you didn't come. I've invited you before, and you've never come to my house." And Ellen's like,
Yeah, it's so awkward. It was the beginning of the end.
actually awkward though. Also, to be fair, every time I've messaged you in the last little bit, it's been to cancel a show and tell you that I'm still like out of the country, and I've been out of the country for like 4 months.
I genuinely do think I thought you weren't here. I thought you were gigging somewhere else.
That's okay. I was gigging all last weekend, but yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Well,
You
I
was
am
gigging.
sorry.
It's
And
okay.
you know what? You can come round this weekend if you want. We'll be
I'm
creative.
busy.
Yeah, just got better things to do.
I'm gonna wear my Halloween costume and just walk in the middle of the street into traffic.
Did you do Halloween?
No.
No, me either.
I was a black cat for 10 years.
Nice.
And then I just got to the point where I'm like, I don't care. And it's only because a friend of mine, she's born on Halloween. So we always had to do something when I lived in Vancouver
Right.
on her birthday. And then now not living in the same city as her, it's like my out of Halloween. So I usually just like do a show or whatever. And don't
Could
dress
I
up.
argue that you could have just tried a different costume and maybe you'd have felt it more if you weren't just a black cat?
But here's the thing. One, it was a slutty black cat, so it wasn't just a regular black cat.
Well, obviously.
And I think for Halloween you either do like a simple bare bones like barely trying costume,
Yeah.
or you go all fucking out. Like there's no middle ground.
Yeah, if you middle ground it, that's when you. That's
Then
when you
you're
get
like a
people
loser.
are like, oh,
You
that's
try,
so.
but it's like not that good.
yeah.
I actually had a mare with my costume. Did I tell you this?
No,
was
what
yours?
I
happened?
don't know if it's actually okay to say on the pod.
Oh god, is it blackface?
Yeah. What? How bad was it? Who did you go as?
So I was
At
going to go.
Rush's
Yeah, Wakanda forever is what you went as.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is quite bad. I was going to go, I was wearing khaki trousers and I was going to dress on the top half as a ghost and I was going as Bukaki.
Oh my god.
That is really that is very niche and like
Very yeah.
yeah. And people would really have to ask you what
Yeah.
you've gone as.
Yeah,
because-
but I was prepared to do the whole presentation. That part wasn't the issue.
That's what you wanted them
tell
to
you what,
ask.
were you
you.
gonna? And how were you?
The issue was putting the white sheet over my head and trying to cut the eye holes. It looked a bit
KKK?
Klansman.
Yeah.
So then I turned it around.
Military
I tried-
khaki trousers not helping that look.
No, exactly,
No.
exactly. So the military khaki trousers and the eye holes, and I was like, oh, I can't get the eye holes right. Maybe I'll just do one slit.
Oh no.
What?
So,
No.
so I dressed
no.
as a hate crime,
Okay.
accidentally.
Yeah.
So instead, I just took the sheet off. Underneath, I actually kind of already looked like Kim Possible,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
because I had the khaki trousers and the ginger hair, whatever. And then instead, I just did outfit changes throughout the night.
That's all right.
Okay, yeah,
A
that's
couple of
okay.
hours.
That's
I was
cool.
a butterfly. I came in the leopard print onesie from Adif
Wow.
Live.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. At one point, I put the Vauxhall Comedy Club T-shirt on and started bossing everyone around. No, I'm joking.
People
I did put the top on right at the end of the night. And I was like,
just were other people dressed up or was it just you
Yeah.
doing outfit changes?
there
Okay,
were
good.
other people just. GCSE Lucas, he came as a couple's costume as Princess Peach,
Ah.
but his couple costume didn't turn up.
Oh.
He was just dressed as a princess.
Very.
Oh
That's
my
very.
God.
This sounds like the most tragic, depressing
I
comedian's
like
party
couples
ever.
costumes. Like I do really like couples costumes.
It was
but
his
they have
best
to be-
mate. That's such a
Aw.
letdown.
Sad.
You cannot depend on anyone.
Yeah, I had a well, Halloween I had stayed at home and I had a kid, even though I didn't have a pumpkin, had a group of kids like knock on the door.
Yeah.
And I no candy in my hand, nothing to hand
You
out.
didn't have anything just in case?
No, God no. Like, if because the
Why?
rule, I've lived in London my whole life. The rule is if you got no pumpkin out there, then it's just no go. That's just not.
Oh.
This is the
but
UK.
Why don't you have a pumpkin? Why don't you participate? You
Oh,
have a kid now. You have
God,
to.
I had to scramble around. In the end, like I was like, am I just gonna give these kids money? Like that's all I had. Like I was like, can give me like a quid. Like
Oh.
yeah, it was rough. It was
But you
rough.
need to do it now. You're like a family man.
I know, but my kid's too small. We dressed my kid up as a pumpkin at some point throughout the
put-
weekend.
Did you
Your
put him
kid up.
outside?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say. you should
just
put
on a
him
stick.
outside.
But that's I feel like there's an age that kids wouldn't even know what's going on, and it's not 8 months.
My niece just turned 2.
Okay.
And she went out trick or treating for the first time, and she like kind of got the hang of it after a few houses apparently. So she can't really talk. So she would just like scream in their face when they open the door and hold her bag out.
Give it. Yeah.
Which I thought was actually pretty good for a 2-year-old, and she was dressed as Snow White, and she's the cutest thing ever.
But in America, it's a thing. Okay.
It is a thing in North America.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Whereas in the UK, it's sort of a thing depending on where you live, really.
Is it not as big over here? Does not everyone go trick or
I
treating?
feel like it is, but it's more for drama students.
Yeah, well, obviously
God.
you lot would go all out. You go.
Wait, are you a drama student?
Of course she is.
I mean, I just assumed you were better than that.
Oh no.
Oh.
You know,
I just thought you were like a cool, like hippie, kind of do your own thing girl. Not that you went to like an actual drama.
I didn't go to
school.
drama school. I went
Okay.
to uni and did drama and theatre studies.
it's possibly worse. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's possibly worse.
That's like same but different to me.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know.
Yeah, like in America, people really go all out with their houses. Because where I
full
grew,
decorations, everything.
because where I grew up, there was an American dentist, and he used to make like a full-on haunted house, and like invite people in, and like whole shebang. Whereas Brits, it's just like
My brother used to like put on like a wig and like a big dressing gown and stuff, and like lay like a pretend dead body on the bench, and then get up and scream and scare kids.
wow, okay.
I think that was his first like little drag experience.
First foray.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, we were in the midst of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Oh my god! And I was just like complain.
I think everyone was complain. I was not. No one was.
You seemed happy though. You seemed good and well adjusted. You just seemed generally like fairly well adjusted and like not as I mean, more mentally stable than say like myself or Allie.
Yeah, but like I mean, Ali is. That's not difficult. He sees his girlfriend once a week for lunch, because he needs to gig and write, and that's his option. There
She's very sweet though.
She's lovely girl. Yeah, when he sees her for lunch, it's I wasn't mentally adjusted, but I was only there for a short period of time. So
you didn't do a full run?
No, so I was only there for like I think I did 10 days. So.
That's why you look so much better.
I was just like, I'm out of here. I'm going home. It's all good. No stress and worries.
I was just like, oh, what is this? Like, I knew it was going to be hard. Yeah. But it was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
I think I also did that to myself. I was doing like 5 or 6 shows a day, including my own. So I was doing...
That's disgusting.
My own for an hour a day. Then I was usually hosting another one for like an hour or hosting 1 or 2 other ones for an hour a day. I was out till about 3 o'clock in the morning every night gigging. I didn't party. I didn't like celebrate. I didn't drink like at all until the very last night of Fringe. I was just like work the whole time. Just mentally exhausted. Yeah.
Would you say it was like worth it or not?
I mean, I think
in reflection now.
Have I seen much come from it? No.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like I'd never been reviewed before. I'd never gotten stars before. I'd never done that. So I got some good attention that way.
You've got those stars going forward forever.
I have those stars. I have the quotes and that kind of stuff. And
you can use them for the next 27 years
exactly,
if you want. So
exactly, which a lot of comedians do.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, like Comedian of the Year 2021.
Yeah.
Or 2020. Yeah. And so I do have that stuff, and I've had some good meetings with people.
Cool.
But nothing is really like, I don't know. It taught me a lot. I think I learned a lot. It was really interesting seeing like Allie up there, because Allie was smashing it as far as like selling out. But I think Allie struggled a bit more with like the press and the critic side and industry, whereas I had the industry and like press in, but I struggled getting audiences in. So it was like, and I felt like a lot of comics, you were either kind of one or the other.
Yeah.
You were either doing well critically or like well that way, or you were smashing it, selling out, but not getting as many of the reviews in.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of people who were doing both.
There was about 6 people.
Yeah, exactly. There's like the same kind of group of cool kids that do it every single year that get both.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough year. It was rough out there. I could feel it. I could feel that if I was there the whole run, I would have a breakdown.
I cried every day.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, 2019 I did 3 shows a day, and
Hang
I know
doesn't everyone cry every day?
I mean, I cry. Oh yeah, I cry every day now, for sure. Yeah.
Just in the mornings mainly. Get out of the way.
That's how I wake up.
Is that your like method drama school acting lesson? Like you wake up, you cry.
That's just trauma.
Just childhood trauma for the win. No, I definitely I felt broken by the end of it.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
it's rough out there. I think particularly this year it's going to be hard. And now I'm meant to go this year, and I'm thinking, actually, as they've just announced, we're going to be in the biggest recession ever. And I was thinking, what are people going to cut out first if they had to? Like, gun
Not
to your
the
head.
arts.
Yeah. Are you gonna spend? Are you gonna go and spend £2,000 for a weekend to go and see probably 4 shows and spend like 1,200 quid on accommodation, or
To
you just
see
gonna,
some comedians go, I'm sad.
yeah. Isn't the world bad? Like, come on,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this year in particular, it could be bad.
It felt like a pyramid scheme up there. To be
yeah.
really honest, it feels like a racket. Like, it feels like a pyramid scheme where like publicists are getting paid, directors
Yeah.
are getting paid, promoters are getting paid, venues are getting paid. The last ones to get paid
They
are
are.
the comedians.
Yeah. Someone
It's
makes a
like-
lot of money and no one would ever admit to who that is. Like, if you ask
yeah.
anyone, it's like, no, we don't.
Yeah.
We're a charity or something, or we're blah, 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 blah. But like somewhere along this chain,
Yeah.
if you follow that money, there should be an investigative journalist doing some work. They would find someone making a
But
lot
no
of
one
cashola.
gives a shit about how the artists
Yeah.
are treated. That's
Edith
why no one
Pod.
will ever do it.
Investigative journalism next year.
Yeah.
That's what would
Yeah,
up at
that
the
could
fringe.
happen.
Yeah, maybe, but also like probably want to get off to Edinburgh at some point. So, and that's the problem. There lies
That
the
is the
issue.
problem. I felt like
there
I
lies
needed
the
to
issue.
do it, and I needed to check it off. And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, are you gonna go again next year?" And I said, "I feels like I just got a divorce, and people are asking me if I'm gonna get remarried.
Yeah,
Like, I need a fucking minute to breathe.
yeah.
Give me a minute."
So-
but I would do it very, very differently. There's only a couple of venues that I would go with.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of them are full fucking crooks.
Yeah. Can I ask you, like, what were the serious finances you would say behind putting on a debut like fringe show?
I mean, yeah, I don't really want to
Fair.
get into
Okay,
it, but
cool.
like
no.
it was
Just because I think people are genuinely interested because they don't understand like how expensive it is for an artist.
when I'll say this.
Okay.
When you convert it
Yeah.
from pounds to Canadian dollars,
Yeah.
my debut cost more than my sister's wedding.
Fuck it up.
If that doesn't make you want to kill yourself, I don't know what will.
It's
So,
just
to be
so
fair, her
grim.
wedding was one day and this was an entire month, but it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's really hard because everyone back home was like, so wait, what? We don't, so you can't perform during August unless you're, no, I'm like, no, you can. And they're like, and they don't pay you or you get paid for, I'm like, that's not really how it works. It works
Yeah.
like, and you get the opportunity to get opportunities.
It's
Total bullshit.
yeah, it's bullshit.
I feel like I had to do it to check it off, to get the stars, to get the quotes. I did, but I would have done it a lot differently. Like,
Probably could have just
hard.
Yeah, I don't know. It very much is there is. It's like the economy. It's like there's the 1% and then there's
Yeah.
everyone else. So it's like what for the 1% to exist though, there has to be everyone else. There has to be the 6,000 other shows.
Yeah.
So it's a very weird
Yeah.
triangle that they've got going on there, and
A little bit of that.
okay, wow.
So good luck with
Yeah.
yours. I will go support you. I
Thank
would go
you.
up for like 5-10 days and do some
Nice.
gigs and just like fuck around.
Well, I
and stuff.
actually don't know anymore because I really was thinking about gearing up to do it, but I am thinking. Well, first of all, financially, everyone's fucked, so that's
Yeah.
great. A little bit of news, yeah. Obviously, they rates going through the roof, and just like
Yeah, love that. If people who have mortgages and actually can do it,
Yeah.
if they're being squeezed tighter and tighter, they'll have less money to go out and do things like see comedy shows,
Oh, yeah,
support comedy clubs. Then they'll start to shut down, and then
we actually always do all right because we're cheap. Comedy's cheap in comparison to like the theatre.
in comparison to theater, yeah,
So, like,
I guess so.
In terms of like when people are looking for the arts and recessions, comedy actually because we're cockroaches of the industry.
And I
you
feel
know?
like the alcoholism that's so prevalent in the UK helps that because people just want to go have a laugh and have a pint.
Yeah,
And that's cheap enough to do versus going out.
for like a tenner or whatever.
Yeah.
They're probably like
Especially fucking Vauxhall is like the cheap, like $3.50 drinks.
exactly.
It's not to like give an ad, but like
Get yourselves down here, kids.
Get yourselves down here to
Do you give
Vauxhall
an ad,
Comedy Club.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's like so cheap to come down here and do that. So it is actually like a really reasonable night out. So you're right in that. Yeah.
Do you think someone have you still got a day job? Do you still do a day job?
No, not right now. I quit
Oh,
my
wow.
day job right.
Amazing.
Right. Yeah. Is it? I quit my day job right before Edinburgh, and now I'm like, this was a mistake.
I think a lot of people are feeling that now because I've talked a lot with comedians about like the economics of just like the industry and like just gigging, and you're
Yeah.
like, I feel like if you're a single person, like pre-pandemic, I was just gigging and then I was doing like the odd bits of like weird work, right?
Yeah.
But like I was like, obviously I wasn't going on like fun holidays or whatever, but I was like, I can survive, you know?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can survive. But like now obviously I've got a kid, I'm like, no. Like just on a comedian budget, that's insane. Like that's That's cruel to your child, I think. Like, it's,
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's rough. Like, it's grim.
So yeah, who knows the no day job thing? Who knows how long that'll last for?
Yeah, but side hustle. I think like it's
The side hustle, yeah.
You gotta have something on the go. Like,
You need to have like multiple streams going.
Yeah.
So do you still have a day job?
Yeah, no. So I'm not gonna promote my business on the. But I
it.
started a business with another comedian where we started
Ah.
writing ads for brands and stuff.
That's great.
Yeah. So this is
What's the name?
Hypercut. You can follow me on LinkedIn. I'm the CEO. I've got a creative director. And,
I love it when people are the CEO of like a 2-person company.
yeah, whatever.
That's
you
my
know,
favorite
I'm
thing.
the CEO.
I'm the president of this room.
Yeah, I got all the voting shares.
I'm the CEO of my massage company, and it is just me.
Yeah.
Just you rubbing yourself
Solo,
down.
solo, perfect.
Do you do massages?
I used to. I just have left all my stuff at my parents'.
Oh, I could see you being, yeah,
Yeah.
good masseuse. But you have really tiny hands.
Is that an issue?
I don't know.
I
do
just
you need
have to
big
cover
or small?
more surface area.
I think women are better at massages than men in general.
Yeah.
So
would
I
agree.
guess, yeah, I was just in Bali and I got like 1,000 massages a day because they are like a pound.
Great.
And they all have little hands.
Yeah, little
little hands and feet,
feet.
running
They
all over me.
step in. Yeah.
Yeah, they do the whole, like, they get up on the table.
Yeah.
What was so funny is, like, they make you fill out the form for, like, just the traditional Balinese massage. And, Phoebe, I don't know if you have the same, like, you do, like, what areas do you want to focus on? Like, what areas do you want to avoid or whatever? And so my friend was just like, just, like, whatever areas and what areas you want to avoid. And then afterwards she goes, I should have put my asshole because they literally went like right up to my asshole, basically. I did not know I'd have to specify that's an area I want to avoid, please, from a stranger.
No asshole.
She said they were just like kind of like around it. And
yeah,
we're like,
okay.
what?
Someone nearly did that to me recently, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
What, like trying to put their finger up your butt?
No,
What?
in a professional masseuse, they just kept going further. No, they pulled my pants like down. Under
Was it a
my
rub and tag place?
butt. No.
You sure?
And
Do
I've
they
been
have
there-
female rub and tug? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they would. Yeah. Well, there's a whole thing on Sex and the City.
Rub.
Okay.
It would be a rub and rub harder.
I've never watched Sex and the City, or my girlfriend made me watch the new season of whatever they call.
Oh,
that
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That was not. That was.
It's it's only good if it's like for nostalgia for the old one, but it's like it's not good.
It's so bad. Like I was like, what? When he died on the peloton, I was like, I'm out. This is just terrible. This is like what?
But they had an episode where they went to go see a masseuse, and the male masseuse would go down on the women as part of his thing. So it must happen somewhere. I've only ever heard of it happening to like male friends of mine going to rub and tugs though.
Well,
Like,
there's
not-
my side hustle. There you go. That's
Maybe
it.
that's what I should do.
Yeah, you could.
Or I should be a sugar baby to make extra money, or sell feet pics.
Feet pics is good.
But feet
OnlyFans.
pics, is that not? It's not
quite
not
saturated.
Yeah.
Very saturated OnlyFans right now.
And
Honestly,
the problem is, I have tattoos on my feet, so people could tell it's my feet. But I
yeah.
would just lift other people's feet. I would just take other people's feet.
Well, don't let them know that you.
Oh yeah, Phoebe, can you hang out at my house without your shoes on for a little while?
we'll just take some feet pics. I feel like that's a very I feel like
Yeah.
OnlyFans, all of it. It's quite hard. Remember we've spoken about this before.
I would never do OnlyFans.
There's always like a sort of Daily Star headline. It's just some women be like, I got my baps out and made fuck all on OnlyFans. You know, it's just.
I want like a sugar daddy relationship where I just have like a random older gentleman doesn't want anything of me, but like maybe I text him sometimes like, "You look great, daddy."
No, I feel
And
like
then he gives me $5,000 in my bank account.
you've always got to fuck those dudes. Like, isn't there any way? There's like a no % chance. Like, I feel like there's this mystery, like weird, whatever, of like the older gentleman who's just like sending you cash and paying for your apartment, but you don't have to bang him. Like, I'm saying 99.9% of the time, you have to bang that old dude. Like,
And to be fair, you probably have to be like 19 with like tits up to
Yeah, like-
hot and like.
yeah, or you just go for someone like old.
I was watching Dubai Bling, and there was one girl who got married to a Saudi billionaire when she was 19.
Wow.
And she's like, "No, I really did love him." And everyone else is like,
Yeah, cool, mate.
"Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
you did. I'm sure a 19-year-old loves an old billionaire
Yes.
for his personality." You fucking. I love how open people are about being gold diggers over there. It's the best.
Yeah, you just came back.
I just came back from Dubai.
Yeah, so I did the gigs in June. So yeah, great.
What did you think?
I had a lot of fun. I loved
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I had a laugh. We went out till silly o'clock in the morning with
Oh, did
Gail.
you?
Went partying.
She is so nice, though.
She's brilliant. Yeah,
Gail
amazing.
and Duncan and Ken, like everyone, all the crew that works on those, they're the loveliest people. They treat you so well. They
Yeah.
put you up in great places.
Yeah.
Like, they're really lovely gigs. The last time I was in Dubai, I like partied with friends, because I have a bunch of friends out there. This time it was more like chill. They were all working and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I was like hanging out with friends, and I actually don't think I had a drink at all when I was out there.
Oh
I
my
think
God. Oh,
I was
wow.
just like, but Gail, trust me, they were trying to get me
Yeah.
to drink and stuff. But like, I just wasn't like feeling that. I was just like, I need to.
Yeah, I was getting on the night because you get like a few days off or whatever.
Yeah.
I just got annihilated, and then I went to the desert in the next day.
Yeah.
So hungover doing like a desert tour.
But so cool, right?
Yeah, it was cool. It was a really fun experience.
We
yeah.
were supposed to do a Saudi show, and it
Yeah.
got canceled for a variety of things. But they were like, "Oh, Kate, we need a clip of you that's squeaky clean. No sex talk, no swearing talk, no feminism, basically, no nothing."
Simple.
And then I was like, I could probably get one together. I'm like, I could do that set. It'd be boring, so I could do it, but I don't have a clip of that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. My whole family was just like, can you maybe not go get beheaded?
yeah.
Like, we like your head on your body.
It'd be good. It'd be good if you could keep it there.
Yeah, so we didn't go do that show, but I don't know. I'd be open to doing it. They have that Iraq one as well.
Yeah,
the
they
herbal
were-
one.
yeah,
you do that one.
No, I didn't get to see the Iraq, but I was talking to Larry Dean, and he said he did it, and we said it was like crazy, but a lot of fun. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you get to travel with comedy, I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got
Yeah.
to get out there.
Exactly.
Right. Should we move on to our first section? This is our first regular section of the show, and it is Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way.
Oh, I forgot that you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. They're used to it. They understand. Right. Okay. So we got a few. I mean, thank you so much for all of your responses. There's a lot of life dramas going on in the world right now for
I mean, yeah,
these
Yeah.
with everyone.
with everyone. Yeah. All right. We'll just go in at the deep end, and we had two people say very similar things on this one. Okay. So this girl wrote, "I know it's wrong, but I've fallen for a married man. We're now having an affair, and I don't know what to do." Now, and a second person also wrote just in a quick message, just
I'm a
like
married man.
dating a married man. So two people on this podcast. Maybe I'll try and introduce you through ADIF, and you can talk about your issues, talk about your woes. But what do you think, married man? Where's this headed?
I mean, one, the responsibility's on the married man, not on the girl fucking him to like live up to his vows and be faithful to his partner or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know if it's a woman. I just assumed it was a woman, but
I would say,
We think
by
it's a woman?
standard gender norms, some
Okay.
would suggest that.
so, but like, have I had instances where I have found out somebody is married after the fact?
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Not proud of it,
Okay.
but I wouldn't keep it going after I found that out.
Would you tell his wife, or would you just sail off into the sunset?
No. Because, okay, one, if you're the fucking other woman, you're doing it to blow his life up. I think the reason that some people are attracted to married and like taken people, I think it's like a self-esteem thing, right? Because they go, I need someone to validate me so much. I need to know they're willing to blow their life up to be with me. They could destroy everything, their kids, their wife, everything, in order for the chance to be with me. And that is so hot to know somebody wants to fuck me that bad.
That psychology, now you put it like that, it's fucked. Like,
It's super fucked.
You're weird.
But also-
it's so fucked.
But
Yeah.
also, there's the argument that their self-esteem is so low that they've gone for someone unavailable.
Exactly.
So eventually he'll be like, no, I can't be with you. And that person will be like, see, it never works out. I can never be with anyone. It's like, well, no.
100%.
This-
That's a conversation I had with my therapist a while back because I kept dating people who were like lived in different cities or like all where the setup from the beginning was it wasn't going to work out. And she goes, "Isn't that a convenient thing that it was never going to work out? So it's never your fault or because of you that it doesn't work out."
It's like a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Interesting. This brings me back sort of to the Adam Levine point drama. It's with the girls, and I think you are entitled to tell the wife, but don't publicly put it everywhere because then you're just doing it for clout and followers.
Well, and like, I don't know. I am sort of like, can we just like, I think women get blamed for men cheating on them, which is really fucked up. And like, like people are like, oh, if Beyonce could have Jay-Z cheat on her, then anyone could be cheated on. And like, as if that's like a downfall on her versus him just being a fucking piece of shit who
Yeah.
looks like someone's old auntie anyway.
Not a look
Like, she's so much fucking hotter than him. And it's like a thing on him. I don't know. And it's just never going to work. It's just never going to work. If you are with somebody who's willing to cheat on their wife, who they made vows to and all that with you, they are going to fuck somebody else when they get bored with you. Facts.
Do you 100% agree? Do you think if you knew he was married the whole time, then you shouldn't tell the wife? This is my theory. Then you shouldn't tell the wife. But if you found out after the fact, then you're entitled to.
Like he was like, oh no, I'm single as a Pringle, and then you find out he's actually married.
Yeah, then you can blow his life up, and then you can because you could be like, well, your wife should know you're a piece of shit. But if you knew he was married the whole time, I mean, then you're kind of complicit in the lies going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I sort of agree with you on that. And the thing is, as well, if I was the wife, I'd want to fucking know. I'd want to know so I could kick him to the curb. But also, I think there is something. I think this subject is very nuanced because I used to be very like black and white on cheating. Like, if you're a cheater, that's it. It's over, whatever. Yeah. But now I know there's like relationships are different. And things happen. And like, what if you don't know, like he is married, but what you don't know is they've had a conversation, or like say you sleep with somebody and you find out they're married. They've had a conversation that they can have an open marriage, or because of something going on, they haven't had sex in the last 2 years. So it's kind of like they quietly cheat but don't talk about it. Or some people are like Dan Savage is this. Do you know Dan Savage?
No.
Podcaster, and he has like a advice column. He's like a gay rights activist, and he coined this term monogamish, which is like socially you're monogamous.
Right.
But sexually you're not.
Okay.
So you can go have sex with other people and have relationships with them, but socially to everyone around you, your colleagues, your friends, your family, everyone, you're married, you're in a committed, loving relationship. So very awkward as well if someone goes and like, oh, I found this out. So it's like you never really know what's happening in that couple's relationship. The only people who know are the people in the relationship.
Okay. Interesting.
So, but also, if my husband was cheating on me, I'd want someone to fucking tell me. Please tell me.
Statistically, I'd say statistically, more often than not,
they don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
I would say, like most of the time, there is you're right. There could be a small percentage chance. Yeah. But then I suppose like if you told them and they knew that, they'd just be like, "This is awkward," but I said it was fine. You know?
Yeah. I mean, probably they don't know.
100%.
Because if they did know, oh god, it's awful.
If they did know, why would he lie about it?
Yeah, true, exactly. But also, like, okay, so to these people who are in love, the problem is you've fallen in love with this idea of this person you think he is, right? And I feel like so often there's like, you hear like, oh, but his wife's actually, oh, she's a bitch. Yeah. She's a this and she's a nat. Like, I wonder what she has to say about all this and what her side of the story is. And because he's the one not coming home at night. He's the one not showing up for like childcare shit or whatever the case is, right?
Is there psychology behind it? And I don't know this, but like, is it like, would they look at, let's say this guy's quote unquote perfect life. Okay. Yeah. So he's got a house and whatever. And like, are you assuming with this that you will just slide seamlessly in and the wife will come out? That will never happen.
It will never happen because as soon as that goes in, all of a sudden
it's chaos.
It's like custody with children, divorce. It's chaos. It's an ex in the picture. It's baby mama drama. It's like it will never not be chaotic if you meet under those circumstances, and you will never fully trust that person ever. I don't care what you say. You will always in the back of your head think if he could do it to her, he could fucking do it to me. Yeah. I don't know. I'm such like oh God, it's just not worth. I don't know. Why do you think so many, I mean, everyone cheats. I know that it's not just men versus women. I think men more cheat than women. I think women have like, right? Isn't that thing of like women have more emotional affairs and go to someone for comfort and companionship versus men just will go and fuck somebody, but it doesn't really mean anything.
No, yeah.
What do you think is worse? Fucking somebody or having an emotional affair? Do you think it'd be worse if you fell in love with somebody and had a real emotional connection with them, or you just like fuck somebody on like a stag do?
Oh, God. No, what would be less? Oh, just fucking someone on a stag do. Wait, would I sleep with the person I had the emotional affair with?
But you'd be like, I'm in love with them, but we haven't, like you and Phoebe fall in love, but you have this unrequited, or like not this unrequited love. You have this love between each other and you go, we can't do this because we just can't. But then you go and fuck somebody on a stag. What's worse, do you think? To be with somebody every day at work or whatever who you love? Who you've never fucked.
You've changed.
I would always say, yeah.
You are with them every day.
No, okay, not every day, but
I would say I would always say I think like fucking someone is worse than like having a fucking lost in translation whisper. Okay.
Yeah.
But I would say, I think for me that way. But I know, for instance, that my partner, she would 100% probably prefer me to just have got wasted and jagged some random on a thing than had a year-long emotional relationship with someone.
I think
if worst case, like emotional and shagging. That's game over.
No. Yeah, I think emotional is worse to me.
Yeah, but I think that's the difference between men and women. There you go. Because like men would be like, oh, you slept with someone, whatever. But if a man was like, so you're just hanging out with this dude, like we just talked.
But
You're like,
he gets
you'd be-
me.
you'd
He
be-
listens to me.
You'd be like, oh great, okay. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like a lot of guys would be like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, that's.
Yeah,
I think that's the
true.
difference. I think that is the difference.
That is
right
the
there.
difference.
That like the emotional connection. Yeah, it's much. Men are just physical, aren't they? So it's just like it's about what you can.
Yeah, and I think men just are like, you know, that old like they had the study of like the kids with the marshmallows. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
There's like an old like Stanford study or whatever where they basically put a kid in a room and they go, here's a marshmallow. And the kid was like, I'm going to eat the marshmallow.
Yeah.
And they go, if you don't eat the marshmallow, I'll come back in 5 minutes and you get 2 marshmallows.
Yeah.
And it was like the little boys were just like, oh. And it was like, fuck it, I don't know what's happening in the
Yeah,
future.
yeah.
I'm going to eat what's in front of me. Whereas the girls were like, I'm going to wait for the second marshmallow.
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like, just some people are more like, they just want what's in front of them, I guess.
Yeah, I think like it is for guys. It's just like there is just an annoying caveman bit of your brain that just
Yeah,
like,
it is
does
very
just like,
caveman.
and it's just like just
Me fuck hole
me
now.
fuck hole. She attractive. Like that's it. It's just she's fit. Like that.
Oh, I can't even believe I fuck men. It's so
Yeah,
embarrassing
I wouldn't.
sometimes.
I wouldn't.
I know. It is
I've
honestly.
never. And honestly,
it's humiliating sometimes. So are these people asking like, what do we do?
Yeah. What do we do?
In
so
love with a married man.
I say go for it. You know, fucking go for it. Give it a whirl. You know, you could. There is the percentage chance that you end up in a lovely, beautiful. You do replace the wife, and she lives
If
on.
you kill
she
her-
lives on the outskirts of town in her car now, and you're living the dream.
Life is perfect.
Yeah.
Everything is perfect.
Yeah.
I'll pick her up if she's living in her car.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Fine,
Phoebe
I'll
will
look
date
after
her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's not.
But also, if you leave it, if he is in love with you, he'll leave the wife.
He'll leave the wife.
Exactly. If he genuinely
really,
loved
really
you,
was.
Yeah.
he would leave, and then you could actually talk. You could go, okay, I love you. We can't be with each other until you're willing and ready to be with me. And only me. And if they don't do that, and they're all these excuses, and they go, oh, I can't right now because of X, Y, Z.
What if the wife is just rubbish? Like, what if she's just an awful person?
Maybe.
No, don't pit women against.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying. No, but this could be the scenario. We don't know.
Okay, but even if she's an absolute cunt,
She's racist and
racist, does blackface.
Yeah, all the time.
all the time.
Then he would leave her, surely. And
Then
if
he
stays with
should
her,
leave
his
her.
side
No,
of
he's staying with her for the
fine.
kids. He's staying with her for the kids. He loves the kids. You don't know.
Here's the problem. When you are, it's like when you get to know somebody and you're dating them and you fall in love with them. You have to, like, it's why, like, if you say I love you too quickly, you don't really know the person, right? You have to learn so much about them. You have to see them not get what they want. You have to see them struggle. You have to see them. That's when you really see what people are made of,
Yeah.
right? In hard times, when times are fucking bad.
Yeah.
So when you're falling in love with a married guy, he's projecting a certain image or a certain
Yeah.
thing. You're seeing one side of him, right? You're not seeing him at home, angry every night, paying the bills, being a fucking asshole to his wife, doing all these things. So you're falling in love with like a certain like of who he's presented himself to be to you, and you might fully love him. I totally get that. But you don't have the full picture, because the full picture is he is betraying someone he says he loves and cares about and was married to. He is like, you cannot have an affair with somebody and be fully present and paying attention and helpful if you have like children and lives and all these other things are at work and all. So you're getting this slice of them, and you're in love with that.
I agree.
I think I've got the solution.
Okay.
Because they're looking for the thrill, right, of like getting with a married man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think instead skydiving.
Well, you think you should just go skydiving?
Yeah, I think that will scratch the itch.
With a dick at the bottom that they land on hard.
Bit of skydiving. Find your thrills elsewhere. Yeah.
I don't know if it's for the. Yeah, I think it's like a validation thing of like
Self-esteem.
self-esteem of like, one, if this doesn't work out, it's not my fault. But two, look how much he's willing to risk for me. I think that's it. And I think you have to just back yourself more than that to go, I deserve someone who's all in for me, who's all in for me on everything, who thinks I'm the fucking best thing ever, who wants everything with me, wants to build a life with me, wants a future with me, isn't sneaking me around. You're better than being someone's dirty little secret.
Yeah.
You're better, girl. You got this. Go and be an independent woman.
So Kate's advice is to go and be an independent woman, and mine is go for it. So
Mine is go skydiving.
go skydiving.
Yeah.
So you got 3 options there.
That's good.
You got either side of the coin.
Can we have a follow-up, please, and find out if you went skydiving
we
and what
always
happened?
we always say this, and I'll put it on my story later. But yeah, we'll go with what you went with, and maybe I will try and introduce you to the other girl who's also going through
Yeah.
a similar situation
Exactly.
with another
Oh my
married
god,
man.
what if it's the same man?
Oh, don't throw that into the mix. That would be too juicy.
Let's get him on.
Yeah.
Get the
Because there are
married
people who
man
do
on.
that. There are people who just like,
Yeah.
shagging everything. It's crazy.
Well, I think there are people who cheat and then there are cheaters, right? I
Yeah.
think there's some like people who would cheat once and they go, fuck, what a mistake. I feel awful about it. Can't believe I ever did that. I learned my lessons. I never do it again. I was young. I was whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people who are just habitual cheaters.
Yeah, like the TV show. Do you ever watch that? Cheaters.
No.
Do you remember that?
Oh, when they catch people?
Yeah. Oh, it's so
yeah,
good.
I've seen that. Yeah,
So
yeah,
good.
yeah. And
What a
it's all,
great
like,
show.
So poorly filmed. And they're like in a motel parking lot. It's like running after them and the camera's all shaky and
But
shit.
then it's just horrible at the end because they get caught
Yeah.
and nothing really happens.
And
It's
they're
just
just
like,
like,
you're
yeah.
a cheater. And he's
And they're
like,
yeah, I cheated on you. Okay.
yeah, I don't like you, Ronnie. Fuck off.
I just don't know if you really don't want to be. I guess I'm oversimplifying it. I'm like, if you really don't want to be with your person that badly, why wouldn't you just fucking leave them? But I know there's
hard,
kids involved and house and interest rates going up, and it's just too hard.
They're saying that there's going to be a big spike in people staying together just because of financial pressures. You make a good point about going through really hard stuff. As someone who had a child with someone after dating them for 4 months, I would.
You guys are only dating for 4
Yeah.
months.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I have a few friends who did that though.
Yeah.
And like 7 years later, they have like, or almost 10 years later, they have like 3 kids, a house, like a whole.
Yeah. But like you going through a really hard thing.
Yeah.
Is correct because obviously we weren't together for that long, so we didn't.
Yeah.
So no, basically, if you're gonna get together with someone, you want to know if it works. Keep them up at night for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And throw buckets of piss at them, right? And then go for dinner, and then see how well
Should
it works.
we market this? Could this be my new side hustle?
Trauma relationship.
Trauma relationships.
Yeah.
It's like a weekend of like, can you survive this?
And if you can, then they're the one. You know.
Yeah.
And like you're done. You're both at your worst is still compatible enough to get through it because you're going to be at your worst at some point.
But that's like any relationship, like friendships and everything. You can be like, oh, times are good. Like, it's all good when everyone has money and you're partying and you have no responsibilities and you're doing whatever. But then it's like when shit hits the fan, who actually fucking shows up for you?
Yeah.
And who actually is there and who will ride it out with you? Those are your real friends. That's like a real relationship. You can tell by that. So,
Yeah.
but obviously you came out the other side.
Well, yeah, still going. So every day.
Are you the man these women are cheating with?
All right. So we'll go to another one. I've got one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and we
I
actually
like
had
these.
so many responses, but okay. So this one was. So we had another. Some would say traditionally a female write in and say, my boyfriend admitted to me that he was thinking about another girl whilst we had sex.
Why would he
Wait.
admit it?
And after telling me, he now thinks that I'm going to dump him.
Okay. He's a fucking idiot.
That's what that is.
If you think there's someone else.
Sorry, I've just seen Tom's phone. You had so many.
Oh yeah, 100 people.
Really?
There's so much drama in this world.
Oh my God, I need more. So let's go through this one. Can we do another one? Like, why would you fucking tell her, you dumb idiot? Men are so dumb. Think it, don't say it, you dumb. Like everyone has thought about someone else or something else or not been in that,
Okay, but what if he just wanted to be brutally honest and he just thought
brutal honesty is bullshit, overrated. I talked about it in my set. I don't want to date somebody brutally honest. Get fucked. Absolutely not. Lie to me.
But maybe he got caught out. Maybe she was like,
No, I don't.
Or
This
maybe
is
they're
after,
the
this is
phrase of
after
the
the
moment.
fact. This is after the fact
maybe
that he's
they were
told
in the
her.
moment. She was like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "About Janice."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. So this also makes a difference.
No, but that's not what happened. This is
If
just
he's like, oh, I was thinking of fucking like Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And if he goes, I was thinking about your friend Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair.
That's a different fucking thing. If
I was
he's like,
thinking about my ex.
Yeah, my ex or your sister or something like that. So it's who was he thinking about?
Okay.
If it's like a celebrity or whatever, or even like, just don't say it. But obviously, she's not gonna. Are you gonna dump him? I don't think she's gonna dump him.
Well, it's
So hang
weird.
on,
Okay,
the
so
issue
no,
is
no,
that he's being a wet wipe.
Yeah,
because-
but so this is
Yeah.
why I've got some thoughts here because him saying to her like, "Oh, you're gonna dump me now," makes me think that he wants her to dump him.
Oh yeah, he's planting the seed.
Because first of all, he's like dropped an absolute huge bomb, right? He's gone. I was thinking about someone else while we were banging.
Oh, he's doing the preemptive strike.
Yeah, and then he's like, actually, you're probably
you're
probably
right.
gonna want to dump me now, aren't you? You know?
Oh my God, you're totally right. He's trying to hint at like getting her to dump him. Men do that.
Yeah, or because actually it's more than just thinking about it.
This is an absolute throwback to last week, which was we had the question like, how can you make someone fall out of love with you? And I was like, just don't shower ever, right? Just make yourself disgusting.
No, it's-
and eventually they'll want to leave. And like this is a pretty
Why
similar.
can't people just fucking break up with people?
Because, it's hard. It's
my
difficult.
God.
God's sake.
Yeah.
So pathetic.
How many times have you dumped people, though, honestly? Like,
Loads.
Really?
Yeah.
I can probably count on, like actually been dating someone for, like actually been my girlfriend, and I've actually broken up with them. It's probably, like, twice in my life. 3 times.
I mean, you just have to I lived with somebody. We had a cat together. We were talking about, like, getting married.
Whoa.
And I was like, yeah, this isn't working.
Okay.
That you just gotta fucking get out.
You just got to go.
For their sake and for yours. Have a little respect.
Yeah. Or you could just do British thing, just grin and bear it, and then...
See, this is where I can. It's very difficult to deal with all of you emotionally constipated people.
you just go...
You do just grin and bear it.
And then you just go to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival to forget about your woes in your 70s, and that's it. That's
Wait until
my
the 40-minute
God.
mark, let it all out.
yeah.
No. Oh, well, he's an idiot for saying.
I think he's an idiot, but I have a sneaking suspicion he's dropping. He wants.
I think
out.
that's actually a good call. That's pretty. Yeah.
Because I don't
she's
think.
got to make up her mind, basically. Are you going to stay with him or not?
Yeah.
If you are,
Why would you admit it? Like, because otherwise, if it's not that, why would you ever
And you're
tell?
literally the dumbest fucking guy ever.
That? Yeah.
But like, there's. Yeah.
I was thinking about another girl. That doesn't say celebrity, so that suggests maybe perhaps someone they know.
Okay, I think if it's a celebrity,
Fair
if it's
enough.
like I was thinking about Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
because I was watching a show with her or something like that. Okay, that's fair. If it's anyone you guys know, you have to get out.
Yeah.
Get
I'm
out.
not sure that it is fair.
You think it isn't fair if he's thinking about a celebrity?
Because then you might be questioning, like, what am I like that's not like her? It's completely unattainable almost. Whereas if
Actually-
it's more like your neighbour, you could get the same hair dye. as-
What are you?
Oh my God, single white female her?
Greg from next door. What you think? Like no.
No, that'd be so much worse. I think it'd be
No.
worse to know like I was fucking you, but I was thinking about your sister the whole time.
Yeah.
That would be
too
worse.
close. It'd have to be neighbor / not close friend. I think.
Or like someone they worked with. No, can we do another one?
Yeah. Okay. We got more. Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Have we,
another one.
have we solved that one?
Yeah. Well, I would
Get out.
Get out.
Get out. Get out. Or
Get out for your own sake, or he wants to dump you, so just get out.
curveball option. You start thinking about people while having sex, and then you both just continue in this weird.
No.
Take him on
Fancy.
a radical honesty course.
Yeah, no.
How
and
to
then
have difficult
both-
Yes.
conversations.
Eventually, you'll both
Take him
just
skydiving.
be wearing VR headsets while you fuck each other, watching porn or whatever.
That will be what it is. Oh God, no.
That's where we're all headed, ladies and gentlemen. We're all just
No.
VR porn, which I don't think is a good idea.
Oh my God, and every
Imagine
time.
getting caught watching VR porn.
No.
Your life would be over. I mean, there's probably like teenage boys who are just gonna like fucking take that headset off, and dinner will be on the floor next to them, and they'll just be like, "What happened?
No.
What happened?"
That's
Like,
awful.
That is where we're headed. Like, yeah. Anyway, we don't agree with Meta and their practices. Okay. Right. Here we go. This lady sent. Okay. Turning 30. Unable to find a romantic counterpart to spend the rest of my life with. What am I doing wrong?
Aw, that breaks my heart a little bit, but I like this one's more wholesome.
Yeah.
I think everyone has this like 30 is a cliff,
Yeah.
right? And they think it's like, oh my God, once you hit 30, is this a woman again? You have a lot of female fans.
Some would suggest, yeah.
Okay, so say if it's a woman.
Yeah.
If it's anyone in their 30s, I think people see 30 as it's like, oh my God, you have to be like married and start having kids and doing whatever and all of that. But like, I don't know. I'm all about being a late bloomer. I didn't start comedy till I was 32.
Yeah.
I was in that relationship before then, and then
With the cat guy.
with the cat guy.
Did you keep the cat or did you let it free?
No, I gave it to him. I was
Okay.
like, I need to be free.
Okay.
And like I didn't get into I don't even know how to say this. I never talk about this. I'm in a relationship now with a person like I want to spend my life with.
Woo!
Yeah.
You finally said it.
I know. I never say it. I never talk about it on
Yeah.
stage or anything. But I'm like so madly in love with him. But it took me I'm 39. So it took me a long while to find. I think if you are rushing it or thinking you have some sort of timeline or expiration date, the desperation is palpable. Like other people can smell the desperation on
Yeah.
you. No one wants to date somebody like that. I say you just focus on yourself. What makes you happy? Start doing hobbies. Start traveling by yourself. Make yourself like the most attractive, coolest person that you can be. Start doing all this fucking cool shit.
What if your hobbies are real lame? what if you're just like into knitting and then like actually you end up being like 46 and into knitting?
Well,
But if that's what makes them happy.
if that makes you happy, go to like a knitting club.
Okay.
Or like travel.
Sorry if
and,
you knit
like,
out there. I'm sure. Sorry, I just had to think of something.
like things like traveling, eating out, doing like being more adventurous, working on yourself. And I think people start to go like, oh, this person's really fucking like when I started really working on myself and taking care of myself and changing how I felt about myself, I was attracting so many more people and getting so much different attention than I had ever gotten before when I was really desperate to be in a relationship. And because I think I was just giving off this, like you are the energy that you attract the energy that you are, right? So I think if you're just sort of like, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to have loads of friends. I'm going to do cool shit. If I want to go to a cool fucking restaurant or go see a play or go traveling, I'm not going to let it stop me that I'm not with somebody while doing it. I'm going to go fucking do it, live my best life. Who knows? Maybe traveling on your own, you're going to meet some man in Italy that you don't know and you're going to fall in love with him. I just watched that show on Netflix. Have you seen it? It's about a girl who goes to
My
Italy.
girlfriend was watching it the other day.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, okay.
But that can happen.
I mean, it can happen, but also you could just get sort of molested by pervy Italian men. So who knows?
I mean, that will definitely happen.
You could just meet terrible people. But look, I agree with you. Working on yourself is key.
Yeah.
Work on yourself, be better. And be better. Well, be a better
also-
you. Sorry, no, be better. Be less shit, mate. But like, come on, figure it out. But like, I think
And have some self-reflection too. So really ask your friends, is there anything, like, be really honest with me. Is there anything?
your friends will lie to you.
No. But if you go like really seriously be honest, to not just be like, no, you're great, girl, you're fat. But like, yeah, every guy you date is an absolute fucking dickhead. That's why it's not working out, because you go for these fucking married men. That's why it's not working out or whatever, right? You're not finding the love of your life. Or like, because you're doing this, or because every night you're fucking wasted with your skirt up at your neck, throwing up at Vauxhall Comedy Club and not out meeting people like a proper
Why would
way,
you out
whatever.
me like that? 'Cause it's unnecessary.
So like, I don't know. I just think, reflect on how you've been,
Okay.
but also like just kind of become the best version of yourself and be like a
be-
fucking cool person that other people go, I want to be around you. You
Okay.
seem like a very fucking cool person.
Okay. So yeah, make your energy cool, and then people want to be cool.
I think
around
also
you.
take the pressure off your happiness coming from a romantic partner.
100,000%. Yes.
It sounds like it would be lovely and that is what they really, really want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you take the pressure off that, if you take your focus off that, then you're more likely to find it more naturally. If
Yeah.
you're looking for it and you're
Okay.
not focusing on your other things, then
Right. If you're just constantly searching for it, suppose it will find you when you least expect it. And all
I
that.
mean, I do think you do have to put in some work for it. So I'm not totally of like the it'll find you when you least
you just
expect it.
hang out in bookshops,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
hoping to be bumped into by a man or
I mean, I still think you need to put yourself out there.
right.
And
yeah, but
you know,
it's like in your thoughts. It's like don't let your focus always be like
Exactly.
your what's it like a default thought? Do you guys ever have like default thoughts? If you like slip into a daydream and you go into like default things that you think
what are
about.
your default thoughts?
Like, you know, if you have like conversations with people in your head or like
And you just wander
arguing with
off.
yeah, and then I can tell like what I'm like, because I'll either go into like default thoughts of like maybe having it out with someone or something, and I'm like, oh, clearly I'm in like a frustrated mood.
Right.
Or if your default thought is like, oh, I'm just thinking about like who I could be with, or think about like my exes and why that didn't work out, and like stop with the default thoughts. Go into relationships, and then hopefully you'll stay more present.
And maybe
being present.
date somebody.
Being present is really good, because
Being
when
present.
you start like just constantly thinking about where am I going to find this person. Also, I think you build up into your head into a way bigger thing than it is.
100%.
And like actually with dating, you just want to put yourself out there, meet various people, and then like eventually something will grow if it's meant to be.
Go for someone who's not your type either. I know friends who are very rigid on going only from this age to this age, this height to this height. Like
I'd say
all of that so specific.
spoken about this a lot before in this podcast. So like dating apps have completely changed the way in which people date. So
yeah, it's like you're shopping for
So
someone.
yeah, but the issue is, and why like the rise in, I'm not saying this is the 100% reason for the rise in incels. There's many, but like so like right now on dating apps, it's absolutely field day for the top 10% of men, and that is men of a certain height who in a certain, this sounds bad, but like it is scientific proof, who have a certain lifestyle and who are look a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's all right for the next 40%, and then that bottom 50% is just no chance. Just like no one seeing your profile.
Yeah.
And that's got to be rough. That's hard.
Yeah, I mean, then you have to think of like, what are the other ways you can
How
meet
can you,
people?
yeah.
And so it is maybe like joining groups. There's like things like you could join like tennis lessons, like a running club. You could join a fucking knitting club somewhere.
Yeah.
There are meetup groups that are like social activities. There's movie clubs.
Yeah.
And-
Shout out the Lonely Girls London who came down to Vauxhall Comedy a couple of times.
Oh,
Facebook
yeah.
group. Yeah.
I'm sorry, who are the lonely girls?
The Lonely Girls London.
I'm a lonely girl.
They came. There's a Facebook group. They come to Vauxhall on Tuesday a couple of times.
When I first moved here, I met friends that I still have on Bumble BFF.
Great. Oh, you're.
Really?
Wow.
I
went
never
on-
think that would actually work.
I went on Bumble BFF.
I thought that was for people who are just a bit curious sexually. Like that's why. I thought.
No. And it would be like, oh, I want someone to like go for brunch with, hang out with. So it's these girls that we like kind of like once a month, we still meet up. So 4 years later almost,
Cool.
we still meet up and we'll go for like Prosecco and brunch and catch up and hang out, or we'll go to the park and have a picnic in the summer or whatever and just chill and just to like have some people who are here. So just maybe go outside your normal comfort zones and also normally who you date, I think as well. Though like my boyfriend, he's 5 years younger than me and he is like, well, he thinks he's very tall. He's about barely an inch taller than me.
Okay.
So he's not a tall guy.
Right.
But like, and just like, and he's 5 years younger and like just not, if you compared him to like my exes, not the type that I have gone for in the past.
Got it.
But like
It works. Yeah.
The best.
It works. So
Yeah.
basically, yeah, go for someone. You don't want to date. You don't want to date those tall guys anyway, wankers. So
Yeah, I
Pieces of
actually,
shit.
I actually have a whole theory on this that I am more suspicious of tall, good-looking men because why are they single? It must be they have a dog shit personality. If you are a tall, handsome man and you're single, you must be an absolute boring.
But most beautiful people are. Let's be real.
Well,
Why do you think I'm hilarious?
Yeah.
Ugly as sin.
No, you're beautiful.
I would argue a tall guy. I think they can. I think everyone's just trying to look for the right person, you know. And like you're gonna give people a better scope and be like, all right, we just look.
No, I have a whole thing that ugly people are better in bed. Ugly people fuck better.
Yeah.
That's my whole new bit that I'm writing. Is
They
about
don't
like
need to. Yeah, they fuck. Yeah.
they fuck better because like they don't know where their next meal is coming from. So like you have to go for it, right?
You just gotta fucking.
You gotta go for it.
Yeah, you want them to come back. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you
gotta,
go for broke.
Yeah, if you're ugly, you gotta fuck good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I gave the best head when I was at my heaviest weight.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Did you want to go on to fail mail or should we call that a pod?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll quickly go on to
Quickly
fair
go on
mail.
to
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
We're very sorry. So yeah, I think we sort of solved that one. Better yourself, and then other people will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so quickly we're going to go on to fail mail, and for this week in fail mail, we asked you, what was the cheapest / thriftiest thing you've ever done?
Oh, I had one of these too.
Sorry, you gave me no room to...
No, that was perfect. Okay, so I'll go for mine. Things like reused gift bag tissue paper. I don't think that's that bad.
Nah,
No,
I reuse gift bags.
Of course, everyone does that. Do they not? Like, that's the first thing my family does at Christmas is like we fold up the gift bags and the tissue paper and like see what bows we can salvage. And
Yeah. Got loads of girls to get me drinks on a night out by saying I'll get the next one.
oh,
This guy's yeah.
I've done that where I've been like, I've gone out with girls and we pretended like it's our stag do or our hen do rather,
Yeah.
or like it's our birthday and we've worn birthday banners to get free drinks and stuff.
Yeah, fair. Asked for hot water from Pret so I could have my peppermint tea. The reused tea bags. I frown upon that one as a Brit.
Reused tea bags is a bit like reusing underwear, I think.
Unless you're
It's-
reusing it for art.
Oh my God, says the drama student.
Yeah.
I just have a whole other opinion of you, girl.
I know. I think you thought I was much cooler than I am.
Okay, this one's pretty wild to be fair.
Ooh.
Pulled food out the food waste bin to eat, discarded by my housemates. Totally
I mean, that
fine.
breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah, that's yeah.
People have to do that.
Yeah.
Someone wrote to me and said, gave myself my own Brazilian. Still do it sometimes to save money.
Okay. Well, as long as they're doing it with like correct apparatus and not like fucking duct
I don't
tape.
know. I couldn't give myself my own. I need a Eastern European woman to stick her face down there for me. I can't do it myself.
What else have we got?
And I mean, I've done the thing where I've worn an outfit out before with like tags in it and returned it.
100%.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I fucking hated it when like Boohoo and other places they started putting those ribbons in them. Do you know what I'm talking about, Phoebe? Like dresses and stuff.
What the
They put in like a big ribbon through the whole dress, and if you cut it, it says if this ribbon is cut, you cannot return that.
yeah.
So they're like catching on.
A few people saying their electric meter has run out, so that is really showing the state of it out there for people. I'm really, really sorry. One guy's written, ran out of gas, so cooked pasta in the electric kettle. Was fine, but tea and coffee was full of starch for weeks.
Oh no!
Oh, mate, that is rough.
Oh, see, that's fucking hard, man.
Yeah,
like,
this is it. Like out there right now, it's fucking rough out here. People.
And I think there was somebody teaching people how to cook. Who was it? Somebody was like on TikTok teaching people how to cook like as fast as you can. So how you prep your meal as fast as you can so you can cook it as quick as you can so you can save on your energy bills and everything, or like how ways to do it of like, using your kettle or something like that, or like an air fryer is actually cheaper, I think, to operate than it is like an oven. So that's cheaper like a top. But it's so like, is this really what we're coming? Like, it's so fucking sad, the state of it. I saw a woman who I was like, all the time I'm in the grocery store now, pretty much I see someone shoplift pretty much every single time I'm going for a shop. And I saw a woman and I was like, she's 100% going to shoplift. You know, when you can just tell, you could just tell. And I was like, and there was just fruit and like, she had some formula in there and shit. And I'm like, fucking take it, girl. I will block someone from getting you. You are feeding your kids or family, whatever. Fucking times are tough. Sorry, Sainsbury's and Tesco. Like, get fucked.
And also, like, everything's just so expensive as well to buy. Yeah. Like, even going to the shops. I mean, we'll complain about just even like getting a pint, not a Vauxhall Comedy where it's still £3.50 or whatever.
Come to Vauxhall Comedy every weekend for comedy.
Every weekend. But it's seven. I paid £7.60 for a pint. Ooh. Paid £7.60. Yeah. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I paid £7. I went to the NFL at Wembley on the weekend.
Oh yeah, that was probably so fucking expensive.
Oh well, shout out Captain Morgan's There Are Other Drinks brand for inviting me. So
nice.
But they're it's just unreal. Yeah, it's like I paid I think it was like 12 quid for a hot dog. 12 quid for a hot dog.
And I bet it tasted like shit too.
Fucking awful. I think it actually gave me food poisoning that I had at the beginning of the week. Yeah, fucking terrible. So. Fuck me. I hope things get better, and please reach out for any and all support that you need. And we're always here for you here at Vauxhall, here at Adif Pod. So please, if you are going through any more life dramas, message in and we will do our best to solve them. And if you just want to reach out, we're here and all ears. Thank you so much, Kate, for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It was great.
Really appreciate it. Phoebe, thank you.
If anyone can solve my dramas, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, if anyone's got any advice for Phoebe, we're all ears as well. We'd love to hear it.
Just be better.
Yeah.
Just be better, Phoebe.
Be better.
Thank you so much, guys. This has been Adif Pod. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.